back-to-back for the middle of the week.
A little small one. Two easy teams that we have, and I just told Jeff, I said the computer that spit out the schedule, I'm going to find it and break it, break the keys on it. But again, it's the schedule. It is what it is, and it's a good challenge for us. Two the top teams in the league that we got back-to-back, and it's a good test for us.
Is it still too early in the year for it to be these test games where
No,
you need anything much?
No, it's not a test as far as make or break season, Doug. I don't know if that's what you mean. No, it's a good. It's good for us. I mean, it's good for us, and it's not a measuring stick. Again, I think we're still trying to get our rotations down as far as what we want to do in certain situations, who we want to guard, who can do what in certain situations. We're still trying to figure those things out a little bit. But it's that part of the year. I'd like to go ahead and rather go ahead and get these two of the best teams in the league in now, and go from there.
Cleveland still starts with LeBron, but I mean now all of a sudden they're hitting more threes, or they're on pace to hit more threes than Golden State hit last year. I mean with Channing Frye, does that change the way you go at them?
Well, you're more careful as far as double teaming. You got to be smart because he's one of the best passers. Superstar passers in the league. He's a willing passer. He enjoys picking you apart if you make a mistake on the weak side. So that's what makes it difficult. And then adding Channing Frye gives them another dimension because there's not many 5 men in the league at all, probably three, that can go out and shoot the three like that. We just saw one in Porzingis, but I would say Frye is a little bit more seasoned right now, and they do some things with him where specifically they're looking for the three ball, and that's a major emphasis for them this year is the three, and that's something we got to do a good job of taking out.
But you still have to stick to your principles and paint
No question, we got to. If they make 23s, we're going to lose anyway, but we got to protect the paint and make sure we play the percentages, and it's been good to us. That's who we are. We have to make some adjustments to, if they're hurting us on a specific three-ball play. But, again, we're going to stick to our principles and make sure we protect the paint.
Does Lucas's quickness give you a bit more flexibility on pick and rolls to maybe be out a little further than you would be otherwise?
Well, Jonas can do it. Yeah. It's not the fact that Jonas can't do it. I don't think Jonas is 100% from his knee. Coming back the other night against Charlotte was, that's probably on me for leaving him out there in those situations a little too long and had been out. So, but he can do it. It's not that he doesn't have the agility and speed. He's done it before. So it's about him getting into a rhythm of the game. Lucas did an excellent job the other night, but again, all of our bigs can do what we asked him to do in a pick-and-roll situation.
There was a time when DeMar would have the ball in the last couple minutes of a game as a young player, and it would be a little bit of an adventure. He'd dribble the ball off his foot or settle for a tough shot. He's become so reliable in those situations late in games. What's been the biggest difference that you've noticed in
Well, the game has slowed down. He doesn't get rattled, Josh. At that time of games, teams tend to get more physical and grab and hold and bump, and he just brushes it off now, and that's the difference I see in the DeMar. He's a mature, he's a man now versus a young kid getting beat up in those situations, and the officials respect him. They respect him now. Whereas 3 or 4 years ago they probably would let the veterans get away with a lot of stuff. So the game has slowed down for him, and I see that as being the biggest change for him.
You guys are like second fewest turnovers in the league behind Charlotte with much the same personnel as last year. Why do you think that change has come over?
Well, again, we're not a big assist team, and usually we're going to get a look, Doug, and that's one thing we want to do is take care of the ball and get a shot. I think that's old school basketball, but it falls right in line with the analytics, except the assists. We're not a big assist team because our two top players need a dribble to get their work done. So we emphasize a lot. DeMar's doing a good job of taking care of the ball against pressure. Cal is doing a good job of taking care of the ball against pressure. Corey is. So all of our primary ball handlers are doing an extra special job of taking care of the ball, being strong with the ball, not being loose with it. and making sure we get a top shot. Now, is it a good shot? Sometimes I don't know, but we are getting looks, and that's what you want to do.